Here we go. Here we go.
Thank you. For the past 25 years, it has been my highest privilege to serve the people of New York in the New York State Senate and in the governor's office. All the while, I have tried to improve the quality of lives for families and fought special interests who would maintain the status quo. In that sense, every decision I have made, as I said in my State of the State address, focuses around this question. Are we doing what's right for the people of New York? At times, it has not been easy, but no matter how difficult the circumstances were, I have never forgotten my oath nor my responsibility to serve the people of New York with faith and with integrity. Over the past couple of years, working with the legislature, we have reduced $33 billion worth of deficit. By this April, that number will probably go over $40 billion. That is 3 times as much as we've ever had to do before, and over 6 times the deficit collections in a normal 2-year period. And in that period of time, I have had to act alone, as I did last December, to save the state from insolvency by delaying payments, which kept the state from going bankrupt and preserved our credit rating at the same time. All the while, I have laid the foundation for our fiscal economic rescue, making New York a leader in the new economy of knowledge, technology, and innovation. I have lowered the playing field for minority and women-owned businesses. When I came to the executive branch in 2007, they were receiving only 5% of state procurement contracts. Can you imagine this? Women, 51.8% of the population, 29.2% of the pre-approved contracts, got 2.6% of the business. We have increased that participation by 4 times in under 2 years. We have eradicated the Rockefeller drug laws. Working with the legislature, we have enacted stronger penalties against drug kingpins and also have reunited families ravaged by the ineffective, unworkable war on drugs. In addition, I have introduced landmark legislation reforming our pension system, our public authority system, our public higher education facilities, and health insurance coverage. The legislature passed them all, and also I signed into law a bill passed by the legislature which defines the perimeters of what would be a valid mortgage loan and predatory lending. All of these measures and others have improved the quality of life for New Yorkers immediately, but will have values for generations to come. But there's more work to do. And up until the last few days, I was looking forward to participating in that work in a full 4-year term. But I am being realistic about politics. It hasn't been the latest distraction. It's been an accumulation of obstacles that have obfuscated me from bringing my message to the public. Therefore, there are times in politics when you have to know not to strive for service, but to step back. And that moment has come for me. Today I am announcing that I am ending my campaign for governor of the state of New York. It has become increasingly clear to me in the last few days that I cannot run for office and try to manage the state's business at the same time. And right now, New York State needs a leader who can devote full time to this service. In addition, I am looking forward to a full investigation of actions taken by myself and my administration. But I give you this personal oath. I have never abused my office, not now, not ever. And I believe that when the facts are reviewed, the truth will prevail. Now let me make this clear. There are 308 days left in my term. I will serve every one of them fighting for the people of the state of New York. We still have very serious challenges, and we're going to have to come together from different areas of the state. in a nonpartisan way and address these issues. Our budget still has a massive deficit. Families are still struggling for survival. Businesses are still fighting to make payroll, and New Yorkers are still losing their jobs. Right now, what we need is a governor who will devote his full attention to those issues and other issues that come into this jurisdiction. I'd like to thank all of the people who have worked with me here in the governor's office, all of my staff, all of you who have covered me, those who worked in my campaign, and all New Yorkers for this wonderful opportunity to serve all of you. I hope that history will remember that I fought the good fight, that I did what was hard, and that I put the people first. Thank you very much.
Governor, it's Josh Robin here from New York One. Can you say whether you endorse Andrew Cuomo, who I expect will try to run for governor to replace you, sir?
Well, I offered my assistance to Attorney General Cuomo should he become a candidate. That's kind of in the future, but let's wait and let that pass and we'll come to a decision.
Governor, a couple weeks ago, you said that the only way you would leave is either through the ballot box or a pine box. You feel you're being pushed, and if you are, by whom?
Well, I'll be leaving because of the ballot box, because it will be hard to re-elect me when I'm not running.
Last question. Governor, I wondered if you could tell us if you're angry at the way you've been treated and you feel that you've been dealt a raw deal and by who?
I signed up for public service. This is what happens in public service. I will admit that I was very disturbed that for 3 weeks, unsubstantiated rumors, all of them dispelled in the end, lined the front pages of a lot of newspapers and demanded a lot of the coverage. It was impossible and very difficult for me to stop that, and it was painful. Both Michelle and I and other members of our family were accused of things we didn't do, disparaged without sources. It's very difficult, but I hope that my stand that I took at that time will help those in public service who really have signed up to do the right thing, who work very hard, who make mistakes. I'm one of them. We all make mistakes. But I think that we are trying to do right by the public, and when we become sort of celebrity cartoon characters to make fun of it, we forget that these are real people who are trying to do a good job. And I hope that some who I thought were disrespectful will be more respectful of those who come later than perhaps they were to me. But I'm not angry about it at all, because I rest assured that I did my best. I worked hard. I made a lot of difficult decisions. I had to stand alone at times trying to make it clear what our economic situation was and what our responsibilities are. And I am perfectly satisfied with that.
Governor, could you please
Take us through your thought process, how you came to this decision?